Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Factorio. Last time I automated the iron panes, iron plates, and today I'm gonna start automating science pack 1s and getting to research. There's a big research tree in this game. I have mods that add some of them, or add more, I guess. Like more solar energy, so there's bigger plates and they produce more power or whatever. Electronics, they changed some of the stuff. But first things first, I think I want to get to generating copper plates. This chest is full. So I have 2 of these. That might be enough for... I can't hold all that, can I? I can. Okay. So that'll come up. And then I kind of need to do the same thing. So I need to get coal from here to down there. And that's going to be kind of tricky. I think I'm just going to run it back down here and along here. So I can kind of set up this furnace system right here. I think that's my final plan. So as you know, these inserters and the transport belts take iron. A lot of iron. So I could just pick all these up. Oh, I don't want to pick up the ore though. What I think I can do with the ore that I have in my inventory. Oh, it looks like we have a backlog of ore anyway, as it is, so maybe I won't do anything with it. But I need to start crafting transport belts. And actually, before I do that, no, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to make some labs so that I can start researching logistics so that I can get a splitter, because that's going to be necessary to get the coal over here. And then I'll also make 20 or so science pack 1s. Those just take a while to craft by hand, which is why you want to automate it right away, because you get into some researches that take high numbers of all of the science packs. So I'm going to idle real quick while this stuff crafts, and I will be right back. Alright, so as you can see, the science packs are taking a long time, but I do have these labs and I have some science packs. So what I'm going to do is place these down in my power, and then I'll select logistics as my research, and then I can just start putting research into these, and as you can see they'll start. Oh, I also need to hit Alt to see what everything is like producing or using. Yeah, it's just gonna take a long time. But in the meantime, I can kind of start to set up the system. So I'll outline it. I think if I shift click, it'll be a plan, yeah. So cool. So that's the basic outline for my system, and as you can see now I've got more research packs, and that'll be enough to get logistics. So I'm going to wait 1 second for that to research, and then I'll be right back. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to craft more conveyors and inserters. Alright, and that sound means that we have completed our research. I got a fast inserter, splitters, and underground belts. So next I'm going to do automation so I can get assembling machines, which are pretty important. I don't know what this thing is right here. I think it's just a cosmetic thing. And I still have 2 research. I'm not going to be able to do this with the research I crafted, so I have to craft more, I guess. I don't know if I have enough of these. I'll need a splitter, and I'll make some underground belts. I don't think I need to refuel this anymore. I will, just for fun. I'll give it half a stack of coal. I don't know if you saw me, but I refilled some of the boilers because they ran out. As soon as the splitter gets done, there it is. What we can do is break this line here and put down the splitter, and then run a conveyor of coal down like this. Where do I want it? There. Wasn't close enough. This tile. Cool. I think, how far can I go underground? Not far enough. I'd really like to go that far, so that I could just keep placing. That's still not even far enough. Oh, whatever. I'll move this eventually, I'm sure. But now I need to start placing down all these. I needed to make more furnaces. Make 4. 1 more. And it looks like I have enough inserters. Might be close on. What are these things called, actually? Transport belts. Why not just call them conveyors, you know? Cool. These need power. I think I'll just start doing that now. Let these produce a little backlog of copper. Then I'll start placing down furnaces. Oops. That's right. And then inserters. They won't have any fuel yet, but that's okay. Or any power, rather. Then the final transport belts. Stupid name. Oops. And that should be a completed system once I get up to the power. Okay. And that looks to me like it's producing copper plates. Yeah, look at that. So I'll just do the same thing here again for output. I'll just put it into there. Cool, so that's a pretty big deal. It looks like maybe we're fine on copper. Oh, that guy needs power. Maybe we're fine on ore. I don't have any more mining drills. I'll just make 2 more. I don't know if I can place it on this water. I wouldn't want to anyway. But eventually I'll build them over here. I'll have to take down all these trees at some point, but that's fine. Okay, so now we have copper plates. And these science pack ones, which is sort of trying to automate, take copper plates and iron gear wheels. But we need to craft more by hand because we need automation to get the machines. So I'm going to auto-craft those, and then I'll just wait for the research to be done in a time lapse, and I'll get back to you guys when that's done. Alright, and that sound means automation is done, so as you can see we get assembling machines and long-handed inserters. Next, I'll do optics just because it's really low. It only takes 10. I'm still crafting more, but as you can see during that time lapse, I was placing down plans for conveyors, and that's going to be the main bus that I was talking about in the first episode. I'm also going to lay it out for coal. some people don't put coal there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then line. But I want to put coal in mine just because some later recipes will take coal in case I need to smelt something. The problem is my steel right here, or my iron right here, isn't very expandable. I mean, I guess it's a little expandable. I could probably get to here and then just put it in the bus at the end, but it's not ideal. So what I'll probably end up doing is just producing off of this and plugging it in. Same with the copper. I'll probably have to start doing the smelting down here and then pumping it up through. And it looks like I do need more miners on this. So I'll do that. There's optics done. Easy enough. Boilers 1. Can't do that yet. I will do electronics now. Do I have some more crafted? I do. I don't think it's enough though. But I think it's about time I started automating Science 1. I know it might be kind of late to the episode, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I need these assembling machines. Right here. Which are going to take in materials and do a crafting like I would in my inventory. So, what do our science packs need? Copper plates and iron gear wheels. So, iron gear wheels are they right here. I take 2 iron plates and take half a second. And the science pack takes 1 of them. And it crafts every 5 seconds. So I need to make 5 of the Science Pack 1 auto crafters. And that means I'll need 1 iron gear wheel a second. Which should be what we get. We should get 2 a second, so I should really make 10 Science Pack 1 generators. But that would be perfect, so I'll just make 5 for now. How many did I make? Did I only make 1? That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that'll take a little while, but that's good. It gives me time to plan. So I want to do it up here, which is why I'm kind of waiting for some more iron plates and picking them up kind of gradually. Because I want to do it off the main bus. I don't want to do it right here because that's kind of sloppy. I'm going to need a splitter for the planing and some underground belts for the planing. Basically, I think right here is a good spot. This is a really good setup, having the main bus and then a huge space over here. That's awesome. I do want to start this fairly close to the base. Or do I want to do it on the left side and just have other stuff generating over here? So this is where I have a few options. I could either localize things and make this assembling machine make gears that only go into producing science, or I could make an assembling machine that makes gears and then adds another line to the bus so that when I need gears I can just take off of it. So I would like take a line here with assembling machines everywhere, and then have a line up top that runs into the bus. I've done it where localized before. I think I'm gonna try it non-localized now. So iron is gonna be our middle line. I'm just gonna craft a bunch of these. So I know this is kind of anticlimactic because I wanted to make science right away. But we can do that pretty easily once we have gears on our main bus. So what I need to do is I'll put, what is it, coal, iron, copper. I'll run it over here. So we'll need 2, 3, 4. I'll put 2 spaces in between that. Oh, I don't want to put it down yet. For now, I'll have 5. 5 assembling machines for gears. Actually, I don't need that many. I'll do 3. And we're gonna have to pump in iron. Not that close. From there. And then, where do I want this gear line to be? I'll put it over there on the right. So what I can do is pump these out. And then go underneath here, underneath there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And then that'll be a line for gears. And I don't even have to have that go the whole length. I mean, I probably will. But I could just keep everything that takes iron gears in this one localized space. And I'm probably going to do this with copper wire. Is copper wire, do I need it as much here? Because these plates, yeah, they do take copper cable. Okay. So let's get going. Need a lot more conveyors. Probably more underground belts too. Yeah, I just need a lot of iron right now. So I'm gonna start running the iron out. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna start building the conveyor that'll run it out. So this is the first remnants, first pieces of our main bus. Then I can take a splitter, split it off right here, and run this way. And then, even though this belt's not here yet, I'm gonna run it underneath, and then have this go like that, have this go like that. Well explained. Then this inserters will pump into there and pump out to here. Since I don't need that. Of course, none of this has power yet, but that's okay. This is why I need a lot of undergrounds, because since I'm putting the gears on the opposite side, I'm gonna have to go under all the belts that are already on the main bus. And then that'll run like that. So this will produce gears. And this is very expandable. As you can see, I can just keep building out this way with assembling machines. And then I think I'll go for my copper wire over here. Well, I kind of want to do it over here because I don't know how far I'm going to expand out this way with the bus. And I'm just seeing out of the corner of my eye, some of my boilers are out of coal. We're still producing plenty of power, and these still have a lot of fuel, but I just want to keep them full. Alright, so I'm gonna build some of these out. I'm gonna need a lot more conveyors, and those will take a while to craft. So I'll build out the main bus, and when I need to get to science, automation, I will do that. I could even... I think I have a plane right now, so I'm not gonna time lapse yet. Split this off. Go down like this. And since I have copper right here, this is perfect for red science production. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Red science will be here. And then copper wires will be further up. I'm gonna need a system for wood as well, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I'm gonna wait for some plates, and then I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, hello everybody, I'm back, and I've come up with a system that's somewhat expandable and pretty efficient, I think. Can run that down there, because eventually I'll put copper plates on there. So I'll have it here. I haven't planned out the inserters yet, but there are long-handed inserters if you were wondering about that. So they'll take gears from here, and then a long-handed inserter will take plates, and that's all I need, right? Gears and copper plates, yep. And it'll push them into these assembling machines, and then it'll push out the red science back here, where I'll have a lab set up somewhere. I haven't planned that part out yet. But then I can keep the gear and copper lines going up and splitting them off and making more. So these can take from the conveyors. And I can expand that up pretty far. Like, I can even have some down here that just take from both of these and push out back here. And then they'll go up into the red science line. Cool. And I think that's what I'm gonna do, for sure. This episode is kind of going long, but I really want to get this automation done. I mean, most of it's probably been time lapse anyway. How much power we were? Oh, we have plenty of power. That might be because I'm not producing enough copper. Wait, yeah, I'm actually not producing enough copper. Oh, this guy never hooked up to power. Great, wonderful. If you look at our map now, yeah, now you can start to see the pollution. It's the little red, but I don't see any enemies nearby, so we should be fine. They shouldn't attack us yet. We're getting, wow, we have a lot of copper plates. But for now, I need to craft more, a lot more conveyors, and some inserters, and a lot more crafters. So I'm gonna just collect iron plates and craft, and I will see you guys when I'm done with that. Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. I just hooked up the gear system to the power, so we are producing gears, putting them onto here. Some of them will go up onto the line, which I don't really need right now. Some of them are also going down here, and I might need to start producing more of those. But as you can, I added a few more. I added 2 more. I just build out in a straight line all these lines. Lines, yeah. It's pretty easy to expand the gear system. I haven't turned this on yet, the science production, because I need to build some labs for the science to go into. But yeah, we're getting a backlog of gears. We already have plates pretty well sorted out. I do need to increase my iron production. So that's going to be it for this episode. I know we don't technically have the science production done, but we have the system set up. We just need to turn it on, and I will do that next episode because I first need to let us produce more copper plates. So we will be doing that in the next episode. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see more, like if you liked it, and I will see you next time.